Right, so this is the package that was sent in to me by Eric. Eric is a loyal supporter to the channel, but first and foremost a close friend who once set me down on the path of watch collecting. So this is an unmarked box, and giving it away we have got Oceanus box, and we have got some brochure. I always like to collect brochures from their departmental store. We have got some yen. Alright, he's not paying me for this unboxing video or review. I passed him some money to buy some watches. I passed him 18,000 yen. Yen that I didn't spend on my last trip there, hoping to get a Grand Seiko or a Citizen. This box was given to him after the fact, so this is the Oceanus box with the manual. Nothing else is there. Alright, so it's an empty box. Wobble. Okay, a non-discrete box that bears the Chinese wording 展示, which is display. T6000, that's pretty much the highest end of Casio Oceanus that I have ever handled. All the ones that I've handled are the T200 or S100 series. So it says briefing Oceanus. I believe that this is a collab edition. Let me just unzip. Okay. So what have we got inside the pouch? Read this first. Wow. Read this first. We've got the spare links. We have got the date it was bought. Yeah, Oceanus branded polishing cloth, and we have got the price that we are looking at. So this is the Oceanus with the black PVD, black PVD color. Alright, so it has got 3 sub dials, and if you look at the side, I think there are 12 facets to the bezel, right? 12 facets or 12 bevels. Nevertheless, on the top it is a circular casing. We have got the Oceanus, and it's blue. I'm not sure if it's blue because it's still not used, or it's because it's the Oceanus colors. One thing that strikes me as an Oceanus owner, alright, I'm not sure, or Oceanite owner, is that you do not see the blue reflection or a blue tint at the edge of the crystal. Everybody, apologies for the delay. I've been sick and my kid has been sick, my wife has been sick, so that has delayed the review for some time, but here we are. I've handled the watch for maybe a good half a day and looked at it for over the course of the weekend. I can share with you my observations, just sharing with you some dimensions. The watch actually has got a 39.6 mm case, 48.8 mm diameter if we measure the lug to lug from the 12 to 6 o'clock position, as well as a thickness of 11.2 mm integrated bracelet. Let me just give you some perspective. My 6 1/4 inch wrist. What Eric didn't tell me was that he actually sized the watch, or he has put on some wrist circumference or something like that. I can slide my little finger through the rest of the bracelet rather well, and I was very intrigued. There's actually a quick adjust position by just holding on to the triggers. Alright, so you see it's shorter already. Just hold on to the thing, and you extend about maybe 1 or 2 millimeters. You can see there's information on the buckle, Oceanus, the model number, diamond-like carbon coating, right? So DLC coating on top of the titanium bracelet that has got a black color because of PVD. Those of you who don't know what PVD means, it means physical vapor disposition. Sapphire crystal on the top. At first I thought that the crystal didn't give a bluish tinge like with the other models, but it could be because The watch itself is in a dark color, and you will see in the stainless steel model that blue tinge of the crystal, right? You can see that there's a blue tinge on this crystal, as well as from the original. I think this is the S200, so it's very easy to remember. Stainless steel S, titanium model T. Alright, so it's not to be confused with the Terminator series. Okay, so looking at the watch for a while, I also realized that there are 4 sub dials. We have got a 24-hour clock, a 12-hour clock. I think that serves as a stopwatch function, and then we have got a retrograde day date. And hidden, I will zoom up, hidden at the just besides the date window, we have got AM PM indicator. And as you can see on the bezel, etched on the bezel, there are the various time zones. I was wondering why they chose, 12 bevels on this watch. Then I realized, wow, 12 bevels divides the watch just nice into the various time zone. But legibility is an issue because the watch is black, it's tactical. I will show you more the dial. At the 12 o'clock, you have got the Oceanus Wave logo as well as the word briefing. The past few days, I went to did a quick search and realized briefing. It's a Japanese brand of tactical wear, designed in Japan but made in the US, right? Tactical wear. So that explains why there is a pouch given there. You dare not touch the blue color on the crown, the sign crown. Okay, leave Eric to discover for himself. You can see on the case back. You can see on the case back, Oceanus briefing 25th anniversary. So one thing about DLC diamond light coating, I believe it's really very durable. And as you might be aware, titanium is 30% lighter than stainless steel. So this watch is no heavier than 88 grams. But the trade-off is that titanium is a softer metal than stainless steel and will scratch easily, and so the need for the DLC coating. Let's just talk about the pushers. I do not know what the pushers here do, but I do know for the fact that if you engage this pusher for 2.5 seconds, you will be able to connect it to your Casio app. Right? So this model, it's not available on the Oceanus app, and going forward you have to use the Casio Watch app, which some have criticized it as a way of sending you marketing, right? So with the app, you are able to synchronize your watch, adjust your watch, as well as other good stuff. I am not a spec guy, I'm not a specification guy. I can understand why Eric got this actually, because this watch is beautiful, right? Let's not detract from that. This watch is beautiful. It's very functional, a lot of functions, although I do question the need for it in this world of smart watches, but that is something that Eric has to live with. The collaboration with briefing, I thought it would have been interesting if they had some red line tags. I read somewhere that the briefing line of where they use red threads on their on their products, so I could be wrong. Correct me. Otherwise, the watch, because this is a titanium watch and I had handled the T200 before. Eric has got a T200 and I've got an S200, and aside from the weight difference, there's some styling difference, but you can see for these two versions they use almost the same indices, except that there's some lume on the indices. For here, it gives off a greenish glow compared to the one on the right. You see here, I'll pop up the lume shot. This watch I think costs about 1,800 Singapore dollars. It's actually quite a landmark watch for Eric. I remember asking him why doesn't he put in more money in some of the watches. He said that he would not buy a watch that costs more than $600 because that's the limit he gave himself. The reason is that is the price of the watch his wife gave him some time back. Alright, so his wife helped him save some money along the way while Eric, this cheeky little guy, caused me to spend much more money in the interim. Wear-wise, alright, so the watch is not fitted to my wrist. This is for your reference, 6 1/4 inch wrist for a reference, but I have to say that just wearing it, you can feel that maybe because it's the lightness of the titanium, the links feel a bit loose. It could be an issue of perception that the links are loose, but I will, that is my own thoughts, because for the stainless steel, because there is a substantial heft to the bracelet, you don't feel the jangliness. And 1,800, I think he probably got a slight discount, 1,600 less taxes, 1,600 Singapore dollar less taxes. I think this really matches what I would say the Astron, the Seiko Astron. I haven't handled the Seiko Astron, but I think in terms of functionality, this really might compare well with an Astron. The finishing, the indices, the bezel is all wonderful. The matching date window, and we look inside, there is also a retrograde day date. I forgot to mention the retrograde day date. Overall, it's a bit too high-tech for me, but it works for Eric. And in terms of wear, maybe some people might not like the fact that he has got an integrated bracelet. The bracelet maybe is a suspect area, but otherwise you are getting a very well finished product with very good specifications and functionality. That's all. Apologize for the delay. I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.